A look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me, Craig Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the New York Knicks. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. If you look at the Knicks, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And seeing where the Knicks are, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Towns, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4. And for Houston, the perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's the great in at the point guard position. Brunson, no good. Here's Houston now. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for them. What a stretch. 23 straight wins and still counting.
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this.
Here's the great Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. That one good for 2. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
The great hands it from downtown. The great's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Pass to Towns. Hart outside. Back to Towns. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Smith feeling it out a bit. KD passes to the great. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's the great. The Knicks making the shot. Smith with a screen on Brunson. And the basket by the great.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Anunoby's got his second bucket tonight.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any day off.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Amen Thompson. And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Yabusele comes in for Josh Hart. Clarkson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Brunson scanning the floor. To the middle. And then Robinson slams it in.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's the great. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Outside Durant. Offensive rebound. And the basket by the great. The great's got 15.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And here's Brunson outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's the great, defended by McBride. Shot by Eason, no good. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And stolen by Eason. And it's Houston on the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to Brunson. From 13, he made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Here's the great. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Rockets lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something.
And here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Stolen. And it's Houston on the break. Here's KD. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one goes on Anunoby. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges checks in. And already we have a pretty significant lead on the scoreboard here in this NBA Cup Championship game.
Well, you expect this kind of effort level with a prize on the line. They don't just want to win this cup. They want to win it emphatically, sending a message to the whole league that they are for real.
Drills it from outside. The greats got the lead back up to 10 now for Houston.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Bridges misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Eason. Misses the 3. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Detroit Pistons.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. The shot by KD. No good. Hart the pass to Towns. And the three off target. Rockets leading by 12. Pass to Thompson. Here's the great Brunson covering. Outside, KD. Here's the great. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's now 28 points for the great.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Brunson outside. Brunson with the defense all over him.
Yeah, Brunson put the sauce on that one. Terrific move.
Pass to Durant. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. It's all good. One more time, a round of applause for
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to...
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Rockets.
I could say I've been pumped about this tournament, especially the last few weeks. But the semifinals, we're excited, and now.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. And coming up here on 2K Sports, the second half of the NBA Cup Championship. It's one you will not want to miss. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Knicks trail by 13. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. We've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
First team foul.
And so here is Houston. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Pass to the great. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Towns kicks to Hart, and it's the Rockets on the break. Whoa! What a finish with the reverse dunk.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, the Great.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Kevin, back over to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Well, this NBA Cup final clearly hasn't been the game we had hoped for. It's been a lopsided affair.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but hey, there's still time. I would try my best to cut into the lead and, at the very least, play for pride.
Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Brunson outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Şengün with a screen on Brunson. And Şengün throws it down.
Highlight reel play from Şengün. Great timing.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 17-point game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Houston making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's the great. He's got 39. Eason passes to the great. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target. The great's got 14 points now in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Knicks, Yabusele, he's checked in for Towns. Jordan Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. Pass to Clarkson. He takes it in, and it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
1:37 left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Brunson from down in the low post. It goes. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
And here's KD for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And the call will go against the great. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Durant. Payton, he's checked in for New York. McBride passes to Payton. McBride with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The rebound by Payton.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look, just couldn't find the mark.
And another 3 for Houston.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Here's the great. And so it's the Houston Rockets, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And the basket by the great.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Brunson. Bridges for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Knicks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Anunoby outside for 3. Bridges hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rockets leading by 19. Here's the great. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. There's the 3. Down it goes for 3.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, the great.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Bridges outside. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league. I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. The great's got 56 points in the game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Shoots the three, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bridges passes to Hart. No good, unable to end this run. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's the great. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winner of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy, and man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long and good night, everyone.